Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarthroy here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin. In the last episode, on day 9, we went to the Forest Navel, only managed to get one ship part there, which is kind of depressing, but hey, we got quite a few of the walls taken out, so that's always good. So in this episode, we are going to go back and get the one ship part that got fairly close to the base camp, and we are also going to be taking out both of the bosses in this area and getting the ship parts from them and bringing them back as well. So after today, we will be done with the Forest Navel. Gonna go ahead and warn you right now, in case the commentary sucks, it's post-commentary, sorry. And once again, the reason also that this episode is a little bit longer, in case you could not tell from the title, is I did the same thing that I did with day 7 and 8 for the Forest of Hope, because there was only one part left at the end of day 10, which is this day. I just decided to go ahead and show day 11, which would be me carrying the ship part back. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So we are going to go ahead and work on, I believe the first thing we're going to do is actually take care of some enemies that are hidden around here. And apparently open up a geyser, because we're cool like that. Oh no, first thing we need to do is obviously get that ship part back, which is right here. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Get this one idiot. Dude, I don't know what you're doing. You're crazy. Okay, there we go. Fall it back, make sure... Wow, they took that turn really, really wide. I'm not sure why they did that, but whatever. Ooh, honey wisp. Fancy. But we're gonna go ahead and get this back. And there we go. So if you don't remember, this is the analog computer. All of this strengthens the outwards motions of the Dolphin's computer. While it does make the computer smart, it also makes it quick to anger. It's just like my boss. Oh, that's funny. Especially since the president is, in fact, in Pikmin 2 as well, so... That's pretty funny. Maybe it's just one of those things I think's funny, but... It's like one of those things you would say in a diary or on tape or something, but you would never say, like, to anybody in real life. Or certainly not to the person you were directing it towards, that's for sure. But I digress. Now we're going to go pick up some more bomb rocks here, yet again. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the only place you can really find bomb rocks. There might be another one, but this is easily the best place to get them. It seems like I'm kind of distracted. I'm playing Mario Party 2 right now, which I know I shouldn't be doing, but I'm playing Shock, Drop, or Roll, which, like, you have to be focused on that, and if you're not, you're dead. Or at least it's a 3-player you are, anyway. Nobody's died yet, but I have all the CPUs on hard. This is the first time I'm actually doing that. I usually just keep them on normal. And DK dropped out in the last 3 seconds, but Luigi and I did it because we are awesome. Yoshi was no match for us. Just like the actual Mario Party 2 series. Okay, I don't know what this thing is supposed to be right here, and I'm not going to step on it and find out. Because that looks to me like the one of the enemies you can find in Pikmin 2 that I know for a fact is not in this game, but I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I probably am. So now we know that these guys are here. We're going to go and take them out. I believe there were some shear grubs in there, not 100% sure. But the shear wigs we're going to have to take out the normal way, which is kind of annoying, but hey, nothing we can do about it. We can, however, go around this way and finish off this wall here that I believe only needs 2 more bombs. And just go ahead and finish that off. And there may or may not be shear grubs here as well. We know there's shear wigs. I knew that already. Yep, nope, they're the shear grubs. There are no white shear grubs this time. They're not so generous. But we can still take them out, so. Ow. Make it a little bit easier to take everything out since there's 4 enemies as opposed to 7. Which isn't a lot better, but hey, it's, you know, it'll help. grab our reds here and have them fight the Shearwigs. I'm also going to bring a total of 50 because we're going to be using the reds to fight the bosses. One of them you might want to bring yellows for. Reds will work, but I recommend yellows. I'm really bad at fighting that boss too, and you can probably guess which of the two I'm really bad at fighting at if you've played this game before. One of them's really not that bad, and the other one, for me, I am just about as bad as him as I am with the Snagrets. And we already saw that miserable performance. Ugh, that was awful. Really don't want to be reminded of that one. That was bad. Anyway. Ugh. Okay, that takes care of the Shearwigs. And we're going to leave some of the reds over here. And we're going to take our Bomb Rock Pikmin. Our yellow Bomb Rock Pikmin. They're not just Bomb Rock Pikmin. That's a suicidal Pikmin right there. But since we have some extra Bomb Rocks, let's not waste time breaking down the gate. You can already see one of the bosses in the background right there. This is one of the more annoying gates to try to take down. But there we go. So you can see there's one area that leads to a boss and the other one is kind of down there. If I recall, there may or may not be sheer grubs right here. Obviously, you don't want the Pikmin to touch the fire, especially if they're Bomb Rock Pikmin, because that would set off a bomb and that would not end well. There's also a Wollywog over here, but you don't really have to fight him, or at least I'm not going to be. I mean, if he catches your eye and starts going after you, obviously you will, but if you play your cards right, you won't have to fight him at all. I almost got killed right there, or rather the Bomb Rock Pikmin would have. So we're going to throw the Pikmin over here. I was going to originally try to time this right with the fire geysers, but since Pikmin apparently don't know how to follow my command at all, or at least the second one didn't, I believe, that did not turn out to be such a good plan. Because I was thinking, oh, okay, I'll just throw them near the edge right here, maybe that won't happen. Yeah, he didn't listen. And when I tried to call him back with the whistle, what happened? He still didn't listen. So that Pikmin was an idiot. So his death was in vain, and nobody cares. And now somebody's just entered a comment saying, I care! Be like Chugga's annoying I care whining voice. Alright, that has opened up the gate to one of the bosses, the one that I'm actually worse at fighting, the one that we saw down there a while ago. It did really, really well against. I was actually quite proud of myself on that one. The other one, not so much, but that one was not bad at all. Okay, so these two bosses right here, I don't know if I brought these yellows back or not. These two bosses are very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and talk about them, not give away their name or their pattern or anything. Okay, I don't know why my voice just decided to quit right there, but it did, so I'm going to take a sip of Powerade. But anyway, these two bosses, they're kind of strange. It's like fighting the Snagrets, in my opinion. It's easier to go in there with a smaller group so you don't get decimated, or you at least don't lose as many Pikmin, because it's easier to keep track of a smaller group, obviously. Excuse me, I didn't know water could be so rude. Jeez. Whatever. One of them, it doesn't really matter the size of your group. Big, small works. I'd prefer big, a larger group anyway, for one. But the one we're fighting right here, I'd prefer a smaller one. Like I said, yellows might work here because of their height advantage, because the enemy we're going to fight here in a second is pretty tall. But I took a group of 16 to fight BD Longlegs. Gosh, I was so bad at this fight, man. You have no idea how awful I did. And really, you might be thinking, oh, well, probably the feet just get crushed. The hard part is not even trying to attack him. Like, it's hard to get him, obviously. But, like, it's not the movement that's the problem. It's the fact that the Pikmin attack his legs, even when you don't order them to. Which is really, really, really annoying. So, yeah. Yellows work well here. Reds are good for their ×2 multiplier, but yellows have a higher throwing rate, so it's easier to hit his weak point, which is obviously the center of him. So, I would not. I honestly should have brought yellows to this fight, though. I would not recommend bringing reds. That was not a good call on my part. But since I had a low yellow count, I wanted to make sure that I had enough, and if I lost yellow Pikmin, it would be more vital to get them back than it would with reds. Because reds I have over 100 of, but yellows I only have like 60, I believe. Somewhere around the 60 mark. But yeah, I did not do well in this boss fight. I made a complete and utter mess of it. He gave me a pretty good opening right here, but yeah, still. Which is really strange, because if you've played Pikmin 2 before, this guy is not near as hard as he is in this game. He's probably one of the most challenging bosses in this game. I mean, there's not really a lot of bosses, but he's definitely more difficult than the Armored Cannon Beetle. About the same difficulty as the Snagret, as I've already said. The one enemy the one boss we're about to fight, he's much more difficult than that guy, because that guy's easy. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this guy probably like 7 for difficulty. For me personally, probably closer to 8. I don't know. And come on. When you do get hits on him, it does a fair amount of damage. It's just getting that hit on him is so difficult to do, or getting any amount of hits on him, and also having to call these morons back because they don't pay attention to you at all. I don't remember how many we lost in total, but apparently I lost one right there and didn't realize it. Yeah, you can see him start to wear and tear once you get him down to a low health. You can see like his little, they have like this little flake effect, sort of. I don't know what you'd call it. Reminds me of Paper Mario and the Cooper Bros Fortress, actually, since I'm playing that game right now. You know, whenever you like drop the staircase down and you have that little paper effect where it like hits the ground and splashes, kind of like it's water. It kind of looks like that a little. And I believe we get him right here in the next round. Maybe? Yeah, he gave me a really good opening right there. I hope so. Yeah, we got him. No problems. And he drops the guard satellite. Deep space is filled with dangers. This automated satellite does its part to help guard both me and my spaceship. I'll sleep better at night once this little satellite is back on duty. So I lost 5. That's not as bad as the Snagrets, but still not impressive. Which, once again, I'm sure there's a full array of people. Some people think losing 5 to that guy is awful. Some people would say that's fantastic. You know, to each his own. Hey, did not order you to take care of that. Just barely had enough right there, but oh well. Like I said, though, while that guy was hard, the other boss fight is easy. We actually took him out today, which is hilarious, because if you look at the clock, you're like, there's no way you can take him out that quickly. First thing I wanted to do, really, was not really get the ship part back, but just get it out of there. So I don't have to go hunting around for it as much. I'm guessing I went back to go get more red? Actually, I was hoping they'd go this way, because this is the quickest path, and they did, so more power to them. We might have actually gotten that part back. Did I go? I guess I didn't. Okay. So yeah, I just dropped off the ledge right here so I wouldn't have to worry about that wall log. But here we have the Puff Stool. This is the only time you'll see him in the game. He does not reappear in Pikmin 2. Basically what you want to do is the yellow part on his body is the weak point. So at first you want to swarm him. And he's going to fall over. And since, like I said, the yellow part is his weakness, after you've swarmed him, you want to call your Pikmin back and throw him on top of him. And once he recovers from that attack, you want to immediately call your Pikmin back, because what he did right there was he let out poison, and if that had happened, then he would have done quite a bit of damage. But he dropped the Omega Stabilizer. Must absolutely have this piece if my battered ship has ever fly straight again. It steered me through countless space storms. That, and it looks rather cool. Yeah, that would be one of the little things that the ship stands up on. Something interesting about his corpse, by the way, is if you don't have the bridges completed, or if you have the bridges completed but not the walls taken down, if the Pikmin try to carry it across the bridge, they will actually get stuck. Which is, I don't know why that happens, but it does. Not a good call on the depth perception of whoever designed this area, but whatever. That's not really important. So we did get that part back. That's good. I didn't even bother trying to take this back, and I also noticed that that Wollywog was right there, and he nearly landed on top of me. So I was like, you know what? We're not getting this back. There's no way. So I just left it there, because we'll come back and get it on day 11, which is in the same video. So I just didn't really feel like there was any point, because we have all our Pikmin either at base or with us. And there's no way it's making it back. I'm not going to try to fight a Wollywog with 24 Pikmin, even though I have a strategy that you really only need to use about 6 at a time. It just really was not worth fighting that guy, so I figured, you know what, we'll just take care of it tomorrow. So yeah, that is about it for day 10. Kind of wish I could have done better on beady longlegs. I kind of wish I'd used yellows, though. That would have been a lot smarter of me. But no, I was like, no, we should go with reds. They got the ×2 multiplier. Good gosh, that was such a terrible idea. Use yellows. Cannot stress that enough. Do not use reds. You can use reds on the puff stool. That was... We almost took him out in one round, but do not do that on freaking beady longlegs. That was a terrible call. Ugh. Still, like I said, it wasn't as bad as the Snagger. Oh gosh, that was awful. But none left behind, so none for you, Wollywog. I guess he's the only one left in the Forest Navel that we have not beaten. Yeah, I had to actually read this. Oh, horrors, the bomb rock explosion engulfed my Pikmin. That last horrified facial expression is burned into my memory. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does. I must review my procedures for handling Pikmin with bomb rocks so that I do not repeat this mistake. Because I was looking at it going, engulfed your Pikmin, and then I realized that one guy, because he, like, dropped the bomb rock, but then he got set on fire. So it really wasn't a bomb rock explosion. He got killed because he ran into the fire geyser and would refuse to listen to my whistle and would not come back, so he died. So, yeah. So, yeah, I lost 6 in battle. 5 of them were from beady longlegs, and the other one was from that guy that I just mentioned. Still haven't left him behind, so that's not bad. I thought I was doing so bad, though, but I'd like to look at Chugga Conroy's stats. Like, if you go look at the end of his day 10, look how many he lost total in battle, and how many he has left behind. It actually was not near as bad. Or mine was not near as bad as his, anyway. Slim Kirby probably did a lot better than me, but Chugga Conroy did not. So, now we're going to go back to the Forest Navel and go ahead and grab that last ship part, because that's really all that's left. We don't have to rebeat the boss or anything like that, so... Just a matter of carrying it back. So I just did want to show that I got it, because I didn't want everybody to be like, whoa, how'd you get that part? And more importantly, why are you on day 12 instead of 11? That's what it is right there, is one of the little wings. I will admit, the dolphin looks cooler when it has it. About 20% cooler. I don't know how many you need to bring. I think it was 20. Didn't look like a very heavy ship part. Yeah, I noticed there was 26 on the screen, and I was like, what the heck? And then I remembered that this doesn't happen very often, but whenever a Pikmin gets defeated in battle, if they're a flower Pikmin, sometimes they'll leave behind a seed that you can come back on the next day and find it. I don't know why that feature was installed, but it was, and so I didn't completely lose everybody, so I lost a total of 5, I guess. Maybe that was from the idiot that got hit by the fire geyser. I doubt it, though. If he was stupid enough to get hit by that fire geyser, clearly he would not be smart enough to leave behind a seed that I could technically not lose any Pikmin, but whatever. Yeah, what I wanted to do here was get the Wollywog over to a point where, you know, I actually had a fair fighting ground. It was even land, and I didn't want to get near the ship part so it would accidentally mess up. Wollywogs. I can't believe they didn't get hit right there, because they honestly should have. I think my targeting cursor's a bit off. And then he decides to run off. I don't know what he was doing there. Coward. So I was kind of debating. I was like, do I want to throw Pikmin on him, or is he going to turn around and try to attack me again? So I finally just said, you know what? We're going to throw Pikmin on top. After that, I believe it was pretty smooth sailing from there. A lot better at fighting Wollywogs than I did the first time I played this game. For anybody that watched that, oh man, that was a nightmare. Remember that? I lost so many Pikmin in that project. It was awful. It was just plain awful. There's no other word for it. And there we go. He actually dropped 2 5 pellets, but we're not going to deal with that right now. We got the Omega Stabilizer. So that's good enough. And it actually took 30, and I believe I had 26, so... Dolphin's fin. It's a little beaten up, but it should still function. I've made great strides in repairing the Dolphin. With this, I should be able to get back home, even if I don't recover all 30 parts. Once again, that's going back to the ship parts that are not required. Now, since it takes 29 parts to get to the final trial, obviously the one in the final trial is not required. Obviously, there was a couple other ones we've gotten so far. The Space Float was one. The, freaking shear grubs. Oh, well. Reason I took the yellow back before I continue on. The reason that I took the yellow Pikmin back with me is because I knew that we were going to have to be carrying that part through fire geysers, and the immediate thought was, you know what? If I did that, that one yellow would probably get set on fire just like his little friend did, and that would not end well. So, decided against that. I did go and kill the shear grubs in case they brought the ship part through that way again. Did not want to worry about that. Yeah, I was taking some pretty heavy damage right there, which should not have happened at all. There are still shearwigs there. That kind of stinks, but whatever. But yeah, like I said, the one in the final trial is not required. We have not encountered the other two because they are both, or two of the other ones, because they are both in the distant spring. But the Nova Blaster and the Space Float we have seen so far, and they are not required, so we don't have to worry about them, but we are going to be getting all of them back, so regardless. Yeah, first thing I did was heal, obviously, after I got that Pikmin back, because I was really low on health right there. I should not have been that low. Once again, if you don't know what happens whenever whenever Almar loses all his health, it just says Almar is down, and then it ends the day automatically. You don't get like a game over or anything. However, any of the Pikmin that even if the Pikmin were in your party, any Pikmin in your party or on the field are going to get left behind, so be aware of that. So unless the Pikmin are at base or in the onions, they will get left behind. So obviously you definitely don't want your captains getting knocked out of commission. Yeah, I was checking to make sure there weren't any more shear grubs, or actually I was going to go ahead and fight a couple of the shearwigs, just in case. A really good strategy for fighting the shearwigs, since the shearwigs are almost always in groups, is try to just get one to spawn at a time, because it's a lot easier to just throw at one target than it is 4 or 3. I was fortunate enough that they were fairly spread out, so I didn't have to worry about it too much. I think there might have been one more shearwig around here, maybe. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, so apparently last time there was 3 shear grubs and 4 shearwigs, and then it got reversed. But now we have more than enough Pikmin to carry this back. As soon as they will all actually help. I always seem to have that one Pikmin that's like, nah, we'll get back to it later. He's like me. He's like me. You know what? We'll work on this later. So freaking bad at that. Dude, I don't know why I keep calling one... I don't know why I keep saying dude, because A, that's not nice to any females that watch me. I apologize. And B, obviously there's more than one person watching my video, so I apologize yet again. But I need to quit saying dude. I mean, really? But I gotta go get recording like a whole bunch of parts, because I'm not gonna be in town this weekend. And this week is gonna be... I don't know where they were going right there. They were going back to where Beady Longlegs was. I was like, guys, that's the wrong way. But my week is gonna be crazy. I mean, it's Sunday, like barely Sunday right now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm doing this post commentary. But I've only got like, let's see, I have, let's have a look here. I have 2 Pikmin videos that are ready. This will be one of them, and 2 Paper Mario videos that are ready. And I need to probably get at least 1 or 2 more, maybe even 3. Just for the pure fact alone that I'm not going to have time any other time other than Sunday, which is today. Because Monday I got class, and I think I have something else too. Tuesday I have class. Wednesday I have a class that's in the afternoon, but Wednesday is going to be busy anyway because I got to mow the lawn and all this other stuff. Thursday, once again, I have class, and I'm leaving for... from Thursday to, I believe, Saturday or Friday to Sunday. We're not 100% sure which. but regardless, it's just going to be really hectic, so I'm probably going to record day 12 of Pikmin and probably another episode of Paper Mario once I get done. Once I get done doing this post-commentary, I may have to do post-commentary for that Paper Mario video as well, because for crying out loud, I don't know what was going on there, but mic was crazy. Like, the sound, on my computer I can turn up the sound rate so it's easier for you guys to hear me, but it was set to like 30. Like, I have it set to about 10 normally. What's going on? But yeah, I went to Sunset right here. I know I clearly, obviously could have just gone around and got more Pikmin, more yellows, maybe, I don't know. But I really just did not want to do that because, even if I did, I would cut it out. But I really just didn't want to waste y'all's time. And I honestly feel we have enough Pikmin for the end of the game. Unless I just have like a mass genocide of yellows, I think we're all good. 11 days since impact. Hope has begun to well up within me for the Dolphins' repair and my own chances for a reunion with my dear family. Tomorrow I shall go forth with a new attitude and continue my exploration in a different region. I hope that fate will smile upon me. Yeah, you'll notice the bars stop halfway through if you go to Sunset early, from either your captain being down or choosing willingly to go to Sunset. But yeah, nothing really fancy in the report right there, because all we did was bring that ship part back, so... You notice that one Pikmin that I plucked did not count as a sprouted, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why they do that. But next time on Let's Play Pikmin, we are going to be going to the Distant Spring, as it is the only area that we have left that we have not explored, other than the final trial, which will be unlocked once we get all the parts within the Distant Spring. So, obviously we'll be going there next time. It's pretty difficult, and a lot of the area is surrounded by water, and there's a couple decent puzzles. The enemies are kind of annoying, but I do tolerate it more than the Forest Navel because it's a lot easier to see. The other one is such a dark ambiance. Not dark as in scary, but dark as in, like, hard to see. But anyway, this has been Pitmarthroy. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, which I will probably record right after this. I'm pretty stoked to get started on the Distant Spring. So, see you guys then.